Okay, so I'm live, and look at that. The microphone is in a better spot than it was before. So, looking ahead at the camera and trying to understand what do we need to do in order to get lots of people coming up? We don't want dry. We certainly need more interesting. And there's a lot of problems, there's a lot of frustration. So, anger is not going to solve it. Okay. There's no question that I'm going to be more successful having collaborative staff, making it look much more professional, technology, non technology, but also talking about the issues that affect people. One of the issues that affect people is the fact that there's a chronic shortage of doctors. So it's not to blame the current system, it's not to blame what's here, what's not here, but let's bring up the situation. We need to keep talking about it and talking about it and talking about it, but do something about it as well. Technology wise, certainly right now I'm holding the mic for the sound. I adjusted the reverb, but there's other things that need to be talking about it, about the fact that there's a chronic shortage of doctors. So we need to talk about regional areas. We need to talk about people in a position to make the decisions. We need to realize that we need to discuss things in real time. People don't necessarily talk about things in real time. What generally will happen is somebody will address a situation after the fact. Also, the media needs to pick up more about this because whenever there's an issue, the media just sort of talks about it, sort of as a, oh well, we need to if it bleeds, it leads type of mentality. These pickoffs, these sound bites in terms of anger. But we need to be consistent. We need to talk about a lot of the things. So doctor shortages is one problem. Things for women in general, like we they had articles about women in the aviation industry. So we need to look about what is necessary in order to be able to have people be gainful employed, professionally employed, or create their own businesses. And if they create their own businesses, they can also become doctors or other things to change the system. I think sales and AI could be a real focus for me. I've had trouble. I'm currently unemployed and I need to find a full time income. But I also want to be able to talk about the issues that are there. Another issue, which is really important, is condo fraud. My condo is currently being stolen by duress and stolen under duress. $500,000 condo where the condominium corporation, through the condominium lawyers, through an industry-wide racketeering scandal, is stealing my condo. They lied to the court. They defrauded the court. Now, the court is made up of course judges who are former lawyers. And the court is really infamous in bias against people who are self represented, even when self represented individuals are right. In my situation, I had an illegal arbitration. I never had a chance to be heard properly by the judge. And ever since then, I've been blocked from justice. There's been a complete misuse of the Consumer Protection Act, the Condominium Act, and the Arbitration Act. As we get more established, I'm not going to be angry, but I'm going to be mentioning names. I'm going to do specific situations, but I encourage other people. I'd like to hear what you think about lawyers' fees, the customer service you receive by lawyers, and let's talk about things a spade a spade. Extortion, blackmail, racketeering, because that's what's going on in the Ontario condominium industry right now. But once again, well, it needs to be addressed. Am I getting angry anymore? Boy, I've been angry for a long time. And I'm sure there's lots of other people angry when there's multiple things. If you're unemployed, relationships, if you train for something and you can't practice, not to blame the people who are currently practicing because there's lots of people who couldn't practice and are now practicing. But that's few and far between. So I have a lot of things that I want to talk about and make it more exciting so people are just listening. I want to do different pictures. I want to do different guests. But that takes technology. I'm hoping I can find investors. I hope I can find sponsors. I hope I can find advertisers. I want to be focused. I want to be efficient. It starts somewhere, and that is building an audience. How do I get more than just a couple people watching it? Stay tuned and smile.